just moved everything. Hey guys, and welcome back to Pros on Cons, where we are in no way professionals, nor do we always talk about cons, but I like the name, so we keep it.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a lot to talk to you about this episode because Jack and I actually split up and went to two different cons this past weekend, April 23rd and the 24th. So we were each going to talk to you about those. First, Jack stayed in Nashville.
In Nashville, I did. I stayed in Nashville. I went to Catan, and that is all about this game here, made by Mayfair Games. It came out of Germany, and it seems to be very popular in the U.S. They had a huge competition going on. Maybe we put some pictures up here. I can show you how many people were in this competition. And they were really excited about this game and the collection of games that surround it.
Cool. Okay. And this is the second year. Third? Second.
I want to say second, yes.
I want to say second, yeah. Because, okay, so this was the second year of Catan Con. And then I went to Knoxville to one of my favorite up-and-coming cons, which is Marble City Comic Con, at the Expo Center there. I was at year one. I missed year two, and this was year three.
And year one was really great. I remember you had nothing but good to say about it.
I did have a really good time. They were at this lovely convention center downtown Knoxville, where the World's Fair Sphere is, and I had a really nice time.
And this year, it was in a different venue.
This year was, well, it was actually, I hear where Fanboy Expo, can't talk today, where Fanboy Expo started.
Okay.
And I really liked the convention center a lot better.
Yeah.
It was just, it had a very like warehousey flea market feel.
Yeah, that doesn't say con to me.
Yeah, well, and you know I love Marble City, and it's definitely a con to watch. You know, year one they didn't really have any panels and things like that. It was kind of like a comic book swap meet more than anything.
Right.
Which is what Shannon Ray, who runs it, it's what he used to do. It used to be a one-day.
Right. It used to be a one-day, and it evolved.
And you know, I know this year there was a couple, there's 4 to 5 panels every day. You know, they're just trying to add panels. There was cosplay contests. My friend who came with me, Matt, was saying that. You know, he was really actually impressed by the enthusiasm and the work that people were putting into their cosplays for this, you know, being a year 3 convention.
Wow.
So
and the guest list was pretty impressive. I was excited about some of the people.
Well, Manu Bennett, which we've seen him around a lot lately, he was there, and he's
in everything right now.
Super sexy.
Yeah, he's
so
a handsome
hot.
guy.
And there was a lot of cosplay guests, tons of cosplay guests.
So cosplay is huge at this event.
Yeah. So you know, they had the voice of Jeddah. You know, there was a lot of people, and one complaint that I've had, one thing that I've had in the past is, you know, you and I both love the nightlife.
We do.
At conventions.
We do.
And Marble City, being that it's in a convention center that's not connected to a hotel, never had much of a nightlife. I know, but this year they decided there's a nightclub down there right near the expo, and they had basically had it set up to where everybody who had a Marble City pass got in, and it was like Marble City night. It was a Marvel vs. DC ball.
Oh wow!
/ night. So they're
at a local nightclub.
Yeah.
So they just took over the nightclub.
Venue. Yeah, super cool. Manu Bennett and one of the other guests showed up, and I know people had a lot of fun dancing in their cosplays. And
what a great idea.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's hard because those convention centers close at a certain amount of time. We've all heard that recently in the local scene. So they're trying to figure out ways of getting, you know, a little more nightlife going.
Right.
And YamaCon actually does that too.
Yeah, Yama does that as well.
Where they have some nightlife somewhere else.
So I really like when I see these conventions, and they know what their attendees want. They they don't want the con to be over at 6 o'clock. They want to have more stuff to do.
Yeah.
Especially the adults. So they figure out creative ways to work around that, and that's awesome. CatanCon.
Tell me about CatanCon.
Well, to be honest with you, it is a tabletop convention specifically tailored to Mayfair Games. They had a huge selection of games, like the entire stock of Mayfair games set out for free play. So you could just walk over to a table, pick up a box, find some people and start playing and try the game out before you buy it.
That's really cool. That's a very cool idea.
There were no special guests or any kind of real panels or anything. It was really just kind of a free play, and then they had the tournament going on.
Which is really
Which is cool. The prizes in the tournament were, I think, top prize was trip to PAX.
Nice.
That's a nice top prize.
That is very cool. I think that our only our only thing that we've been talking about a lot lately is what constitutes a con. Because I feel like everything is being called a con that maybe isn't a convention.
And it's not just when we're talking about these guys here. Catan put on a great thing there.
It was a great event.
It was a great event. A lot of people having a good time. Kids were there having a great time.
That's awesome.
And overall, it was a great event. It was well done. It was well controlled, and just it was enjoyable.
And very cool. We don't have anything else like that.
No, we don't have anything else like that. And so that was really cool. However, when I think of a convention, I don't know. I almost feel like it needs just a little something else for your buck. I mean, your average attendee is going to pay, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was about $30 for the weekend at Catan.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
Which isn't bad for a con. But when I'm looking at the value of what I'm getting out of this, for me, I really feel like entering the contest, the competition, that would have been worth your $30.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're competitive, you're super into this. But for someone like me, walking in the door, who honestly I didn't know anything about the game going in, other than what I'd seen on the internet right before I went, just because I needed to know what I was looking at. I go in there and I learn the game from some people who played. But I'm not interested in the competition because I don't really know how to play that well yet. So the value for me to walk in and just play a board game with some cool people, I don't know if that value is there. So I would say, in my mind, the value was more there for people who were there to compete.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and like we're saying, it's a really good event. I'm just not sure it's a convention. And maybe there should be a different, just so that people know what they're getting themselves into.
That's where I'm at.
That's just nitpicking. That's
where
just,
I'm
you know.
And we've said about Marble City, and it's working its way towards what I would consider a convention. They do have guests.
They do. They have some
pretty fantastic guests. And it's getting better.
You know I'm a dealer hall girl. I love a dealer hall. And no dealer hall is better than going into Marble City and just there's, I mean, it's bigger than any place.
But that is mostly what it is, right?
But that's really mostly what it
is. It is pretty much just the dealer hall.
Swap right now. And like I said, it's one to watch. Know what you're getting into. Don't drive it's a 4-hour drive from Nashville.
Right
3
to
to 4
Knoxville,
hours.
where we're at up north of Nashville.
Right, and I love Knoxville. I love Marble City. I'm totally willing to go do that. I have a great time. But some people, you know,
it might not be, the value might not be there for
right,
you to
so you
travel
just want people to know what they're getting themselves into. If you're in Knoxville, go. Absolutely. Do you want to drive 4 hours? I don't know. Do you really want to see Manu Bennett? Then yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely going. And I am excited to see these outlying sort of places. I say outlying, Knoxville's bigger than Nashville. But like, Nashville has had this convention scene for so long. And it's so nice to see Knoxville and Chattanooga doing so well with their convention scene as well.
Right, and things are picking up in Memphis. Absolutely, Memphis is getting really big.
We'll see Clarksville start picking up some stuff. That'd be amazing.
We have one or two in Clarksville now.
Yep. So it's nice to see these, because sometimes I love being in Nashville. I love seeing my Nashville friends. Sometimes it's nice to leave Nashville and go to another place and another convention. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, and meeting new people and making new friends is always good, and that's obviously for all of us in some aspect that's part of going to convention, is making new friends. People being able to walk up to people and just talk to them, and most likely you're going to have a common interest. Yeah.
So Catan Con year 2, definitely good if you already like Mayfair games, or if you have
a vested interest in Catan and just whooping some tail on the battlefield.
So yeah, tabletop. That's what then we'll keep an eye out for year 3.
I'm sure they're coming back.
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure.
Definitely. And then, you know, like I said, Marble City is
it's close to your
my
heart,
and
it's
it's going. And you know, if anybody can make it something great, it's Shannon. So
right.
I
I hear he
believe
has
that.
some really enthusiastic volunteers too.
He does. Everybody just and the thing is I got there. I was running a little late. I got there at like 10:41. 41 minutes after the doors opened. Place is packed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was great. Not like packed you couldn't move, but there was a lot of people and it was amazing.
Right, and I guarantee you didn't have any problem moving through the lines and seeing.
Well, no, because they've got that whole big warehouse space. Like, yeah, I saw everything. I got to stop and talk to some vendors that I love already, and I got to see some vendors that I didn't. I would like to see them get more of a selection. I felt like a lot of the booths were the same thing. A lot of them were that comic book action figure booths.
Oh yeah, really.
So I feel like there was a lot of
that.
that.
More diversity.
Yeah,
could be
which
nice.
yeah, a little, you know, maybe some anime booths and things like that or whatever, you know, and so yeah, but I got to stop and talk to people that I already knew, and I got to make a couple of new friends, and I just love Knoxville. I think Knoxville is beautiful, and I'll go there for any reason that I can find.
Yeah, I know you really like Knoxville. I'm just as much as I'm a big Chattanooga fan.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Chattanooga's got ShutterCon coming up.
They do, and they had another.
That is Connuga's sister con.
And that is May. We'll put it.
I'll put it down there because it's super soon.
Yeah,
it's
really
just a couple
soon.
of
It's
weeks.
like in May.
But so that's and that's run by the same people as Connuga, which, as you know, we love.
Absolutely. It's just a straight up steampunk convention
Is
at
it?
the Choo Choo,
Is that
which
the
is
Choo Choo too?
which is perfect. It's absolutely perfect for doing
For some photo
steampunk
ops.
shoots.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Absolutely. That
So-
old building style.
I mean, I might drive down for it. Chattanooga's closer to me than Knoxville.
It really is, which is weird because on the map it doesn't look that way, but
Yeah.
it's easier to get to.
Yeah. So, ShutterCon's coming up. Don't forget to check out SkydogCon. That's a hacker con, and I love it a lot. A lot. Lot.
There's so many conventions coming up, and I wish we could get to more of them, but unfortunately we have bills to pay. So,
So check out ShutterCon, check out SkydogCon. Akai is coming up soon, AkaiCon.
that's in
August, so not super soon.
It's a little bit off.
It's
You got
coming up
time.
on the hot summer months, and we don't really have a lot of conventions nearby in the hot summer months.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're all packed together, and in a couple months you won't have anything. You'll be wondering, I guess we'll just go to the pool.
Yeah, because it'll be 103 degrees outside.
Welcome to Tennessee. Chew your ear.
All right, so I think that was it. Like I said, I really think that Marble City is one to watch. I think that it's up and coming, and it's a lot of fun. And
as far as CatanCon goes, I feel like it's a sales event,
as long as
which
you know
which
that,
is
and
fine
that's
as long
what
as
you
you
wanna-
know that and
Yeah.
you want to go. Absolutely go. I met some great people.
I mean,
had some-
especially if you've been looking for some people to try out, you know, games with, because you know,
Right.
some people, it's very hard to get a group of people to game together these days.
It really is. It's like wrangling cats.
Yeah, for sure.
So, just so you see it one more time, this is the base box set. You can order them online. We'll send you down to the website, and you can check it out for yourself.
All right, so that is it for pros on cons. We had a really good time this past weekend and a couple of different things. There's a couple of things coming up for you guys to look out for. And I have been your Nashville Geek Girl,
I'm your friend Jack.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.